Hi everyone, my name is Ida Rosmanizan Abdullah. I am from Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, presenting a paper with the title Fabrication of Plastic Compressor Machine to Compress Plastic Waste. Plastic is one of the most widely used in all around the world as it is cheap, usable for daily routine, and ease of manufacturing. These days, plastic pollution is increasing, which causes environmental pollution. Other than that, plastic has replaced many traditional materials. It also contains numerous compounds that has harmful chemicals, and it also takes so much time to dispose naturally. Same problem is also present in our own country, which will create huge problems in the future, since the rate of usage of plastic has increased, which also lead to more plastic waste were thrown. An analysis of Asia's worst ocean polluters shows Malaysians are the biggest individual consumers of plastic packaging. Green Group WWF said, urging the government to limit single-use plastic and work with companies to fund a recycling push. The WWF report on plastics look at China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, which contribute 60% of the estimated 8 million tons of plastic that enter the world's ocean each year. It focused on household consumption of plastic packaging, the plastic most likely to end up in seas, and found that 27 million tons were consumed across all 6 nations in 2016, the most recent year for which reliable data was available. A plastic which contains toxic chemical which can cause health problems. The most biggest problem, it takes a long time to decompose. Unlike the other substances or waste, plastic can take up 2,000 years to decompose in landfills. But plastic bag we use in our everyday life takes 10 to 1,000 years to decompose, while plastic bottles can take 450 years or more naturally. Same problem is also present in our own country, which will create huge problems in the future. Globally, the volume of plastic waste is going to the ocean is set to quadruple between 2010 and 2050, meaning that the sea could contain more plastic by weight than fish by mid-century, the report noted. In order to overcome the plastic waste problem, the plastic machine, compressor machine is invented. This machine is used to compress plastic waste into pavement brick that can be used in small garden or walkway.
These are the objectives of this project: to design and fabricate plastic compressor machine and to develop plastic compressor machine that can compress plastic waste. Shamsuri of 2015 described technique in process of compression molding involves 3 steps of procedures, specifically first, preheating samples at specific temperature for a certain time to soften them. Second, compressing preheated samples at the same temperature to match the mold shape. And third one, cooling compressed samples under pressure for intervals to cool the sample. While Suri Fazura state that the optimize of temperature suitable for heating the polypropylene plastic to melt at 250 degrees Celsius, while the best time to melt off at 250 degrees Celsius is within 15 minutes. Three design concepts have been produced using Autodesk Inventor software. The first design, as shown in Figure 2, include a car jack attached to the base as a tool to compress the melted plastic waste. The second design concept involves an extrusion process. The melted plastic will be extruded through a small opening and will be collected. The third design concept consists of top and down compressor. The advantages and disadvantages of each design is compared and shown in Table 1. By using design selection matrix, the best design concept is chosen. The first design concept, the advantage is easy to handle the car hydraulic jack, but the disadvantages is time taken to melt the plastics. Temperature have to determine. Second one, the advantage is the melted plastic easily collected. The disadvantage is can cause harm to user. Third one, can control the pressure level, and the disadvantage is hard to see the plastic waste melt inside. Table 2 shows that the design selected matrix that have been done based on the result. Design 1 have the best score. Hence, the first design concept will be chosen to the final design for this project. The hollow steel was chosen as a main material selected to assemble of plastic compressor machine. Referring to the product design, the hollow steel was cut and connected to an oven as the heat source for the purpose of acquiring the required shape of the mold cavity with high dimensional accuracy. The 8x8 inches aluminum cake mold is used. For the base product, hollow iron is welded to another part to assemble with supported car jack for the purpose to compress the mold after the resin was melted. So this is the completed plastic compressor machine. Okay, 4 different sets of 450 grams of shredded plastic is used in this experiment. The first one is heated up to 180 degrees Celsius, and the second one is heated up to 200 degrees Celsius, and the third one is heated up to 220 degrees Celsius, and the fourth one is heated up to 250 degrees Celsius. Among of these four, the fourth one is completely melt in 1 hour. This is the result after the compressing process.
As a conclusion, we have achieved the objectives of this project. The time taken to melt the shredded plastic waste of 450 grams is 1 hour at temperature of 250 degrees Celsius. The simplistic operation and tooling of this plastic compressor machine make this process optimal for molding plastic waste. This machine is generally less expensive than other plastic processing equipment because it uses recycled product. This processing option is useful for plastic waste reuse in less developed countries. As a recommendation for future works, we would like to suggest a few different shapes of mold is made. The capacity of production should be increased by using bigger mold and bigger equipment to process more and different types of plastic waste. That's all for now. Thank you for your time.